we're live. They can see us, everybody. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
So-
everybody.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome to the first episode of the Echoes of Echelon podcast. Zane is going to be Dungeon Daddy, and I am going to do some quick announcements before we get started, and then hand everything over to Zane. So again, welcome to the podcast. I'm glad that you're here. So a couple of things. This is episode 1. Once this episode is finished today, we plan on doing several things. One, we think we're going to we are definitely going to be putting this on YouTube. So this will be able to be seen on YouTube hopefully by Friday following an episode. That's our goal. We are also going to be putting this on Spotify podcast. So once we have that link, if you're not part of the Discord, if you check in Discord, there it is in Twitch. But I'll also have it in the chat for YouTube, not the chat, in the comments in YouTube, as well as it's just the Echelon community. You can find it on any of our platforms. So that's where we'll be able to post the Spotify and the podcast when it's available. This podcast for now will be on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and we'll be hosting it on my stream, twitch.tv/KingZachT. And the last thing I have to say before I hand it over to Zane and we get started on this process is that I did update the coffee link. So for those on Twitch, !coffee. For those on YouTube, just look in the description below. The coffee link during the podcast, any donations to the podcast will go to our cast members to help with equipment and things that we need to help produce this podcast. So we're all trying to get, Ronan needs help with a computer. Zane needs help with a computer or a webcam kind of situation or whatever. We all need different things in order to produce this podcast effectively. So that's what the coffee link is for going forward. So I think that's all the announcements I have. So I am going to kick it over to Zane Tavius, our Dungeon Daddy, and let him handle the rest of everything else. And it's going to be amazing. So we're really excited to start this. So yeah, take it over, Zane.
Great. Welcome to Echoes of Echelon. We are going to be running the Curse of Strahd in this series, this season, if you will. And we'll see where it takes us after this. If it seems a little clunky right now, that's because session 1 a little clunky. The first thing we're going to do is, I know that some of you all have seen the TikToks that have been put out that gives you a glimpse of our heroes. But what I would like for our heroes to do is introduce our characters. Tell us any important information you want. It doesn't have to be super detailed. Just give the people a little bit about your character. We'll just go in order as you see on the screen from Rob, Casimir.
I think it's Casimir, right?
Casimir.
Dallin and
Colin.
K110. I know it's wrong too, but I thought it was funny because we talked about it last night. So yeah, Zach, start us off.
Sure, yeah. So if you guys are listening to this on the Spotify, I'm King Zach T, and the character I'm playing is Rob of Ulgarth. Rob is a noble fighter from the Eastern Kingdom of Ulgarth, where he is the nephew of a baron, and he is out adventuring just to get some experience, and he's kind of a glory hound. He wants to be able to get some fame and glory of his own, without having to rely just on his uncle's name. So he's human variant. He looks like me, I guess. I don't know. And he's a fighter. So that's Rob of Ulgarth.
All right, I guess I'm next.
Yep.
Guess I'll do the same thing. I'm Prox Deus for the Spotify listeners. My character's name is Casimir. He picked up that name. It's not his given name. He picked up that name from his mentor. His mission in life right now is to figure out first who killed his original family, a dragonborn noble family that had a penchant for growing certain kinds of poisons and making profit off of it. And came back home one day and found them all dead. And then the mentor, who he got taken in by and grew up under, he raised him to be a part of an order called the Order of Ravens. And came back one day from hanging out with some friends and found him dead too. So that's what he's doing. He is here to try to figure out what happened.
Soup.
I am Natty Soup, or Tom if you like. I will be playing Dallin Ambercrest. I'm a turtle. My family runs a small citadel / church who focus on the path of life and death. Dallin, with his abilities, questions that fact of just letting people die. Is that something I should do? Shunned by the ways, left for travel via ships, hired on as a medic, and that's where I fell into the Echelon industry.
Howdy, I'm Wicked Ronan. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. All right. So I'm playing as Kilo, or K110. I'm a Warforged Artificer. I don't know exactly who I am, but I'm trying to find out who I am and who my mentor was or creator was. And I am a bounty hunter with Echelon.
Perfect. Yes. So as they have mentioned, we are a group of co-workers. We work for the ECCW. Does anyone remember what that stands for?
Echelon Creation Consultant Wagery?
Yes, that's what it is. The Echelon Creation Consultant Wagery.
There we go.
We work for the ECCW. It is a large organization that gives out bounties, helps the local politicians with whatever secret things they have or not so secret things they have. It's, they have so many different departments, large company for adventurers. Such as your all selves. You all are new hires. You have been asked to meet Zai at the River Shining Tavern in Daggerford for your first quest. Well, it's actually for lunch, but you usually for new recruits, you all would know that this means that you are being asked to do something for the company. And so that is where we will begin our quest, just because every good story begins at a tavern. And so you guys meet up at the tavern, and right now it looks empty, but it's not. Zach was asking me last night so he could set some stuff up to use a map, so
We wanted to make sure everything looked right so you all could see it while we did it. So
I had to hide a bunch of stuff. All right, so if you could zoom in, you guys are sitting, waiting here at this table. If you want to zoom in a little bit, Zach. You don't have to, I guess. And you are meeting Zai as you all are sitting there, each of you having a drink in front of you. A beautiful jade dragonborn female walks in. She is wearing a form-fitting dress, a black and gold silk form-fitting dress. And she says, "It looks like you all have made yourself cozy here. Are you enjoying the ale for lunch? Because that's what we do here on our job: drink ale for lunch." She sits down and she's like, "So you guys are new here. All different departments. Have you all met yet?"
I don't know any of my comrades, no.
Hmm. Well, that's okay because there's time to get to know each other. I have actually two different things I need you to do. The first of those things being, I need you all to go to the Misty Forest to the south, following the trade road. There, living in the center is a furbolg who sometimes goes by the name Fungi. He has a remedy that will help deal with some health issues. If you could find him and let him know that the ECCW is interested in his discovery, they would like to set up a trade with him. And if you all can do this, you can expect raises. The Misty Forest isn't necessarily known for danger, but it's not known for danger, if you know what I mean. Bandits and the likes. The second thing is we need some people to go in some of the leadership of the ECCW. Feel like maybe this isn't as important as I think it is, but the Duchess Morrowind of Daggerford is having you all over for dinner. She believes that the ECCW can help, and you guys need to go to the manor just across town. You can do that first if you would like, and then go out to the Furbolg, or if you think that you can get the Furbolg done quickly, you can do that. It is just lunch, so that's kind of up to you all. With that, she puts 2 gold pieces on the table. She says, your all's meal is on ECCW. So just get yourselves ready, get yourselves acquainted with each other, and report back to headquarters when you're done. Any questions?
The Furbolg will supply an ointment for medicine needs.
It's not really an ointment. It's some sort of edible fungi, edible mushroom. He specializes in mushrooms. That's why he goes by fungi sometimes. Or is it because he's a fun guy? I don't know. I need to think about that.
Well, if this
I'm just kidding.
further help in trade for medicines and the healing purposes, I feel that we should most likely make this post haste.
I am down for any adventure. It does not matter to me for whence we go. I will be there to protect you, my fine turtle friend.
I agree. We are all friends now.
Medicine, poison, who cares? Gold is gold.
That's a fair point.
Well, I'll just see myself out as you all get acquainted, and you can begin when you like. And she takes leave.
So we are to head into the Misty Forest, it appears.
Or the party.
I think we should go to the forest and make haste. I think that is what my fine turtle friend here would enjoy doing. By the way, my name is Rob of Olgarth. It's nice to meet you all at this table.
Dallin Ambercrest. I am of the healing precinct for the ECCW.
Yes, I should have said I am part of the mercenary crew. I am out to adventure and to protect my comrades and my friends. I very enjoy a good fight. So
I am Casimir. I'm from the Order of the Raven.
Well met.
Well met.
And what say you, my mysterious friend?
My name is Kilo, also known as K100 or K110. I am
Okay.
a bounty hunter.
Oh, that was not what I was expecting, but okay. So
But you
should we?
guys converse over a fine meal of pheasant and greens, and maybe Kila has I don't know, he just sits there and entertains himself. Doesn't partake in any of the food, but
Can
you
I bring my
guys
servo school in?
what's that?
Can I bring my pet in?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I'm sitting there hanging out with my servo school.
And as you do that, a cat approaches and is starting to like wag its tail and kind of get in the pouncing position, readying itself to attack your pet. Is there anything you would like to do about this?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
What does Kilo's pet look like? I don't know if I ever got that.
It's a skull on legs. Metal legs. I can send it
Casimir.
in the group chat.
Okay.
A very
Casimir just
loose
looks at
pet
it
term.
like, what the hell is that?
That's my pet. Do you like it?
I think a cat's getting ready to pounce on your pet.
It's terrifying.
I wouldn't recommend the cat pouncing on my pet.
It's doing it. It's gonna jump up on the pet.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. The cat's gonna leap, and can you roll me a d20? We'll give your pet a +2 to its dexterity. Can you roll me a d20 +2,
Yeah.
Ronan?
1 second.
Yeah,
My kids
that
are
is
still up.
terrifying. That is nightmare fuel on stilts.
For real.
Don't badmouth my pet. She's beautiful.
Right.
This creature is an abomination. What keeps it alive?
I'd
My
imagine
love.
the same thing that keeps him alive.
You said a D20
Yes, D20 +2.
+2. Hold on. It's not exactly easy on mobile. If you catch my drift.
No kidding.
Yeah, that would be very difficult.
So D20. Roll. 15.
All right, so the cat pounces, and your pet quickly like skitters around you, like towards your back, and the cat just like leaps over the table and kind of turns and is like climbs up on the table.
I say, hello, friend, and I proceed to pet the cat.
Roll me an animal handling.
Since you have a pet, I hope you're good with animals.
What classifies as a pet?
That's what I'm
Is that a
saying.
D8? Or is that a D? Whoa. What's an animal
So-
handling? Is that D20?
D20, and
Okay.
it's a skill.
20 plus your wisdom.
Okay, so animal handling. I have a +2 on animal handling. I don't know if that falls into it or not.
Yeah, then it's D20 plus your animal handling.
So 4, but the plus so 6. Because I
The cat scratches your hand away.
Quick pause.
Not
I hate to
doing
do.
that.
I'm saying I hate to do this. Quick pause. Is anybody else hearing sound effects from somewhere?
it's
No.
probably me because all my kids are up
I heard
and
it.
they're running around being
I heard
chaos
it like
monsters.
a. I know.
The ding is roll 20. It's queuing every time he rolls. Here, I'll show you.
Can we turn that off?
I don't think
Yeah.
you can.
That thing. I gotta fix that.
Oh, is it going whoop?
It's going whoop and
Yeah.
ding dong. Okay. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about that, Zane. You got your
Does
hand
anyone
scratcher.
want to do anything about this pesky cat?
I can. I'm gonna say Casimir stands up, picks the cat up off of the table, and like not like throws it, but kind of like tosses it away. You know?
Uh-huh. Will you
Yeah,
roll me
you
an
do it, cat.
intimidation?
Yeah. Intimidation.
Just shit whips the cat. Just yeah.
Oh, I still hear it.
That might
Huh.
be because I'm muting
An
him.
8.
8.
Is that right?
This cat looks at you now, and it kind of raises its hair, like the hair on its back stands up, and it hisses. It does not like the way you look with your beautiful cloak on and everything.
Yeah. So you guys know, I have a cloak on that's
Mhm.
made of raven feathers.
Okay,
That's
what if I
awesome.
just take a piece of food, Zane, and I throw the piece of food, like put it in the
Yeah,
cat's
you want to
fist?
roll me? You want to roll me an animal handling
Okay.
as this thing's about to pounce on Casimir?
I have 7 plus is an 8. What's an 8? An 8 do?
An 8. So you throw a piece of food. It distracts the cat for a second. It looks, and then it looks back at Casimir, and it like gets ready to pounce.
It's not going well, guys.
Not going well. We're gonna get killed by a cat immediately.
I'm gonna.
Cat across the tavern.
I would, if I have the chance,
Go ahead.
cast command on the cat.
Okay.
That's one way to do it.
So I need to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save of 14.
I roll a. That was a 10.
I look directly into the cat's eyes. Run, creature, run. Run will be the command.
And the hair drops down on its back, and it takes off behind the counter,
Come on.
and you guys do not see Cat anymore.
Yay!
Very good.
That's how you-
Our friend.
Very good, Dolan.
Awesome.
Good
Did you
job.
fucking level up? No, I'm just
Thank you for not
That-
getting us TPK'd by a cat. That they forget
Yeah.
TPK is total party
that's how
kill.
you take care of your feline friends. You use a first level spell 5 minutes into a campaign. Got it.
You shoot it.
And I clip that. Perfect.
All right. So, what is your all's plan?
Well, I'm done eating. I'm ready to make it to this forest. Shall we leave?
I am quite full as well. We can head out.
The forest is his.
I will, of course, pull out my map and start jotting down as we travel.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see here. So you guys head out to the forest, and give me a second to switch you over there.
I'm not gonna lie, since we have a second, I really thought Zane was. I've had too many encounter with Zane in the tavern. I thought was getting ready to go down there. So
Nah. Gotta keep you on your toes. So you guys head out of the town. It's now probably, around this afternoon. It's around probably 2-3 o'clock by the time you guys make it to the forest. And you guys go in. What is your plan to find and track down this furbolg?
did she? I can't remember. Did she tell us which way we need to go?
She said towards the center of the Misty Forest.
And
Okay.
do we have a starting point of where we're at toward the center, or did we come into an entranceway from the tavern to the path, or
So I don't actually have like a a Faerun map to show you,
Mm-hmm.
but you come up to the forest edge. I mean, there's no like this is the entrance to the forest. Come on in. It's just forest. It's a wooded area.
Okay. So there's no trails or anything.
Right. No
Okay.
permanent trails, I should say.
Okay. Because I was just trying to figure out if we were supposed to go right or left. I don't know. So.
Right. Not right. I'm saying yes. No, you. So, if anybody has tracking, if there's something specifically you want to look for to try to figure out where this Furbolg would live, this is going to be a theater of the mind. I'm not going to have a map for every encounter we have.
Well, Dolan, weren't you looking at a map before we came out here, or did you say you're just going to track with a map?
I'm currently in the process of creating my own map. I'm not from these lands.
I understand. I just, if you had a direction for us to go, I felt like a man with a map and a paper was going to be the right way to go.
No general direction whatsoever at this time, but I will give a look around, see if I find any tracks or basic trail direction as to where someone may be homesteading.
Great. You want to roll a survival for tracking?
I sure will, and I will tap my staff against my chest. Guidance.
Nice.
Sweet.
Of course. First roll of the day for me. First roll of the day.
Dolan feels...
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Zane, hold on. Can we be sure to say what the number of the roll is for the Spotify listeners?
That'll be a natural 1, listeners. Bask in that.
Nice. Ronan practice rolled and wasted a nat 20.
Nat 20 wasted.
Am I rolling?
Burn that.
What?
Yeah, if you click on anything in the character sheet, it'll probably roll something. Just so you're aware.
And for the record, so several people on the stream are using Roll20. For those who are listening on Spotify, using Roll20. I'm using physical dice, so you guys won't see my number because I'm going to actually use my dice. But
So if I'm trying to edit my character, I can't, is what you're saying.
So, Dolan, you are for certain you know the way to the center of this forest. Although you have not been here before, by the way that the trails run from the different creatures that roam in here, you feel as if these are leading to the center of this forest.
Gentlemen, you can trust in me. I've never been here before, but I know exactly where I'm going, and I will be face deep in my map while I'm just walking blindly.
if he knows where he's going with that kind of confidence, I will follow him, although I have survival as well. I'm not just going to worry about it right now. I'm going to play the part. So
Sounds good to me, friends. I will follow too.
And Casimir kind of hesitates, and he's like, "How? Whatever."
And that's when I turn around and I look at Casimir and I say, "Come on, big lizard friend, let's go."
Okay, metal for heads.
It's true.
So you guys follow your fearless leader, Dolan, through the forest. You guys trek for about 3 hours. Maybe some people are getting a little hungry. You guys have gone through some hairy parts of this forest. There's been some thickets and brush that have not been kind to you. It's been quite the trek, but still have not found the center of this forest.
Okay, so what Rob wants to do is he also wants to use, I want to use my survival and check the surroundings to see, like, have we been here before, or like, are we going the right? Okay, and I have survival as well.
Do you want to use survival? Are you looking for tracks, or are you looking for like maybe, I don't know, because it could go 2 ways. You could either do 3 ways. You could do like a perception, investigation, or a survival. I think any of those would be fitting.
I'm gonna do a survival to kind of check the area, the lay of the land, and figure out like, does this seem like the right way, or do my like survival instincts tell me I should be doing something else?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do it.
because so I got a 4 + 3, so 7.
Yeah, you following Dolan, what you found out is you've passed by a bramble bush a couple of times, but you're like, man, this forest is full of bramble bushes. They have nice little fruits on them. And so like every time you've passed a bramble bush, you have picked a berry, but you know, you're just excited that there's little snacks on the way.
We have tons of food here in this trail. There is lots of bramble bushes. It's pretty amazing. We should be well fed on brambleberries.
Okay, all right. Can I roll like a nature check to see like like check the moss? I don't know. It's moss grows on a certain side of a
Check the
tree.
moss.
Yeah. You don't know that like that old.
Yeah, I know what
saying?
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can do that.
All right, I'm gonna roll a nature. That would be a 18 + 3,
Thank God.
21.
21. All right. So as you start looking around, Casimir, you are like you're looking at the rocks and you realize that when you kind of been observing as you went, and you noticed a rock that was facing like the moss was on the north side, so you're like, oh, that must be north. And then you find a rock that has moss on a different side, but you know that it's supposed to grow on the north side, and you're like, that's not right. And then as you're looking, you realize a lot of the berries on that bramble bush have been eaten. You quickly understand that you have been walking in a circle for the past 3 hours, approximately just a mile radius circle.
Casimir just looks around. He starts shaking his head. And he's like, "We've been walking in a circle, guys."
Wait,
Friends, I promise we'll be there in no time. Trust.
you mean to tell me that there's not a bunch of bramble bushes around here?
No, you've been eating the same bramble bush berries in this circle. We've been here before.
Huh. Well, I don't know if this is loud thing, but I have noticed the bramble bushes are getting more sparse of berries.
Yeah, that's a lot.
No kidding. Okay. So did we know perhaps the general direction, like a map? Does anyone have any like knowledge of where the center is according to the town?
Do you guys want to roll a perception? As Casimir asked this question, all of you all can roll a perception.
Cool.
All right, that's a D20,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was.
You got a
I'm sorry.
13?
Is it investigation or what is it? Or perception plus 4.
Perception.
D20 plus 4.
Wait, this is going to be a rookie question.
That's wrong.
I'm really
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That's wrong.
Zane, I'm
That's
going to be.
Just click on
Right.
perception.
7 plus.
Don't worry about it, guys.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, my rookie question is, Zane, like on the list of like all the different skills, like I know we checked marked some the other day. Like I have perception and then it has a 1 next to it. Like, but I didn't check mark perception, so I don't know. Do I add the +1 or no?
Yeah, you add the plus whatever this says
Okay.
next to it. You add that number to it.
Okay, so then I did 13 + 1, so 14.
Okay.
I got a 19 plus 3, so 22.
16.
Okay. So I'll say as you guys are asked this question and kind of looking around, if you rolled higher than a 15, you realize that there is a path that goes a way that you haven't been yet, and you also get the sun. Since it's getting later and darker, you smell the smoke from a fire. Doesn't smell like a forest fire. It smells like a campfire.
Well, I don't smell it because I'm dumb because I only rolled an 11.
Yes.
Casimir will sniff the air and be like, I believe it's that way. And he starts trekking
I
along
will
that
follow
trail.
you, friend.
I
Maybe
too
there will
will
be more
follow the next
brambleberries.
wizard.
So as you guys go, the brambleberries aren't as abundant as you're hoping. And you guys walk for another hour or so into the woods, and you stumble upon a hut that has a chimney stack that is billowing smoke out of it. It seems to be some sort of lanterns or lights on inside. Maybe some clattering of makeshift dishware with the sound of like wooden bowls or mugs hitting tables, or just sounds like some sort of preparation is going on.
I wonder if our new friends live here.
Casimir is just gonna pat the turtle on the shoulder and be like, "It must have been the mist."
Something was in my monocle. Something was in the way.
And Rob's going to pat K110 on the shoulder and say, not everybody's a friend.
They are our friend until I shoot them.
And so then Rob's going to slowly just walk away from K110.
It's Kilo.
Kilo.
From inside, a window opens up, and you hear a deep voice. You know, I've been watching you for some time, walking around in a circle.
And
That was
didn't
his
take
fault.
the time to tell us.
We're just getting some exercise. That's all.
And eating
Why is
I'm getting tired.
brambleberries.
eating my brambleberries in my forest?
That was
Why are you in my forest to begin with?
We were unaware that you had dominion over the forest.
He
May
closes
we
the
know
window.
your name?
He walks outside, and in front of you, you see a tall, hairy, kind of mossy green looking guy. He has a couple of mushrooms growing in his fur, just kind of matted, very stinky. And he's like, most people don't find their way easily to the center of my forest, and it's odd that you're out here, especially when it's getting dark.
Well, the sun was up when we started, but somebody got us lost.
Excuse us for being late. We're from ECCW.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've had a little bit of contact with some of your folks. Yes. You coming to test out my new experimental medicine?
That would be our mission.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to sell yet. Plus, I don't know what I would sell it for, because I don't need your money. The ECCW would have to come up with something pretty spectacular. Can you promise me anything?
What is it? What is it that you need?
That's a good question. I don't need much. It sounds like you all need me more than I need you.
Can I do a persuasion to try to get him to help us, because we come all this way specifically for this?
Sure.
Okay. 11 plus
Roll the
4.
persuasion, and then tell me what you say to him.
Okay, it's 11 plus 4, and I say
15.
Rob says yes, 15. Rob says, we've come a long way in order to find this for our company, and we were told that you were the person to talk to, and I think that it's probably in your best interest to help the ECCW. You want them as friends.
Ooh.
I do. I have been needing protection in the forest, yes. Some bandits and other crazy hobo-looking people dressed brightly in colors have been running rampant around here and eating my brambleberries and scaring off my friends. So I guess if you're promising me that the ECCW can indeed help protect this forest, then I could work out a deal where I meet at the edge once a month with a new supply. Would this work for the ECCW?
I believe it would, because, if these were a problem, then they're most likely a problem for everyone. Are these bandits?
I'm not sure. They haven't necessarily been to my cabin yet, but I assume that they are somewhat of a terror. Towards the edge of the forest, I often hear travelers screaming, "No, please don't rob me. This is the only wineskin I have." But
Do you know
I guess
perhaps their numbers?
what?
Do you know their numbers? How many there are?
Many. There's upwards of teens, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do think that that's agreeable. I believe the ECCW would agree to helping you if you could meet us once a month. But would we be able to walk away with this experimental drug today, because that is our primary mission?
Oh, yes, I would give it to you in its purest form, and then your company can figure out how to distribute that. Give me a second, please. And he goes back inside. What do you guys do while he's inside?
Well, I know it's like day one. Hopefully, we're not promising too much.
No, I mean, protecting the forest and the roads should be something that ECCW could easily do.
Agreed,
mean, it's-
friends.
Especially if this is a drug that we are going to need in the future. We are going to need to come to some agreement anyway. So I think protecting him is in our best interest. Don't you agree?
My interests are piqued on the colorful bandits. I've never heard of bandits being
That are colorful. I agree.
It's stealing wine. Seems
It's-
rather rude.
Wineskins are a very specific clientele, I guess, and colorful bandits are stealing people's drink.
Can I ask a question and ask Kilo?
Yeah.
Friends, what is a wineskin?
It's a very friendly item that makes people happy. Let's just say that.
Do
And
you think I would like it?
I don't think you could consume it. No, I think it would break you.
I understand.
I th-
now.
I think about at this point, Dalin is now comprehending that Hilo isn't a living entity, living, breathing entity, and is completely astonished. Friend, Kilo, how? What? Do you eat, breathe, sick, disease?
I do not, my friend. And I remove my hood and my mask.
This is astounding. And I will reach in I also have a front fanny pack. I will reach in there and pull out a small notepad and start just writing everything.
About that time, the door opens back up, and this guy comes out with a like fur satchel, full of some sort of mushroom, and he's like, "I think this will do well right now, and then if you hold up your end of the bargain, I'll hold up my end of the bargain, and let your higher ups know that this is not a medicinal medicine to be taken in heavy doses, as the side effects are quite interestingly phenomenal."
I've heard of these microdosings. It's hip with the kids these days.
Yes. Yeah, so make sure you get these there safely, and maybe stay clear of the the northern end of the forest. Actually, it's getting late, and as he says that, you notice that it's getting pretty dark around you all. And he's like, the fog sets in pretty heavily here recently. You might want to set up camp and wait until morning to head out. Otherwise, you might find yourself trekking through my forest for hours more.
I've got no problem camping.
Yeah, that's fine.
Creatures that
If you would have us be guests, then we would be happy to camp here.
I'm sorry, I cannot have that kind of I don't know, too many people kind of make me nervous.
Well, do you have a place that might be safe for us? That you
Yes, actually I do. Here, follow me. And he just grabs a shovel and he just starts walking.
Interesting
Just grabs
weapon.
a shovel and lime and starts walking.
Yeah, wait a minute. I guess we.
Oh, sorry, I meant I was going to show you after I pooped. No, no.
Wouldn't surprise me. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
No, follow me. This is just in case we come across any not friendly creatures. I can thunk them in the head.
He's using it as a weapon.
No, I don't know where I put my staff, so the shovel was closest.
Fair enough. I have a sword. I'm not too worried about this stinky, mossy man.
So he leads you about 100 yards deeper, or closer to where you guys came out, but it was still kind of hard to get to. And there's a small clearing, heavily forested around this small clearing, but it has a little stream going through it. Perfect little spot for setting up camp. I think this is far enough away that you won't, if you make a fire, it's not going to draw attention to me. Please don't be too loud.
Understood.
Can you tell us in the morning which direction we should go to get out of this forest?
Well, I can tell you now. Just
Well, no-
I would recommend not walking in the fog. You will get lost. I even get lost, and I roam these all the time. And he points in a direction. He says, "You'll go through. It's very thick. There's no real true path leading that way. It's very, very thick. Once you get to the bramble bushes, you'll know that you're getting closer to the edge of the forest."
Thank you. Thank you for everything today. You have been much help.
I will be expecting ECCW's help soon. Yes,
Yes, indeed. Did he give us the mushrooms?
he did.
Who got them?
Whoever wanted to take them from him.
I guess
Hey.
Casimir will.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
It's about 3 pounds of mushrooms in this. It seems to be like a rabbit fur satchel.
okay. So we're
And
camping.
he says, "Well, it was nice meeting you, travelers, and good luck with that. Remember what I told you. Don't eat too many."
I
Strange
don't plan
things
on eating any.
Just
Sometimes-
brambleberries.
Oh, also, don't eat too many of the brambleberries. They'll make you shit through a strainer. Okay, goodbye.
I'm not dumb enough to eat random berries in the forest.
wait a minute.
So you guys set up camp. Who's sleeping under tents and who's sleeping under stars?
It's a burglar.
Oh,
I don't even remember.
I don't need a tent. I'll curl up into my home and go to sleep.
Nice.
It's pretty smart, actually. I have an explorer's pack with I have a tent and stuff. I think I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna,
have like a bedroll and everything.
I think I'm just gonna like hammock it up though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a tent, so just gonna put my
I
pack on
see
the
what I
ground
have.
and
I don't know what I have.
lean against it.
Rob
Well,
stands
Ronan,
between
you're
two.
lucky
I don't
because
think I have
all
anything.
you
I think
have
I'm
to
just
do
gonna
is
sit on
stand
the wall.
there.
Yeah, you just stand there,
You
robot
basically
boy.
are like sitting down and just stand there and watch.
Can I
Rob,
sit
I
on
mean,
a
I guess
log?
lay down fender. Okay.
Can I sit on a log?
So yeah,
instead
you
of
guys are.
standing there watching one creepo?
yeah,
Is
you can
anyone
sit.
keeping?
You
Oh,
can
I
sit on a
guess.
log. Yeah.
Yeah. So if everyone's sleeping, Ronan, Kilo notices as he's resting that that the fog gets extremely heavy where you all are. To the point where it's really hard to kind of see far in front of you. Your friends that are sleeping are just blackish gray blobs in the midst of this mist. And you notice that the trees around you seem to be a little taller, everything seems a little tighter, a little darker. You still hear water and everything moving, but a chill kind of rests upon where you guys are sleeping, almost chilling to the bone for those of you that have bones. But so yeah, it feels actually spooky now. Where it was a nice, pleasant forest scenery, seems like you feel like something's watching.
Can I do
And
a perception check?
yeah, what are you trying to perceive?
If I see anything.
Okay.
I mean, you have a passive perception that
That's right.
if you're being aware, then if anything pops up, you would notice.
Persuasion? No.
Perception.
Perception. D20, perception. What would that be? Would that be investigation? No, perception +4.
No, perception.
So
Yep.
D20 +4. Where'd it go?
A nat 20.
Hold on.
Oh wow.
Nat 20. There we go. What do I see, baby?
So with your perception, you will notice. So as you're looking around, the air keeps getting more chill, more chill. The dampness kind of hangs close, and the fire sputters out. And you get the sensation you are no longer in the forest in which you all went to sleep in. This is, your perception tells you that this is a totally different vibe.
Vibes are off, man.
Okay. Impressed.
Yeah, you're feeling so a little anxious. You're feeling this fog and feeling like you're in a new place has raised your alarms. You're not feeling good about this.
And is this all of us, like us who we're asleep now, are also feeling this, or just Ronan?
Nope.
Got it.
It's just Ronan or just
Sorry, yeah.
Kilo feels this way.
Just Kilo. Okay.
The rest of you are sleeping. You are a bit more chill,
Okay.
but that could just be due to the night air.
Can
Okay.
I intimidate the forest? No, I'm just kidding.
Is there anything you would like to do, Ronan or Kilo, to like being so nervous? Do you want to let your party know, or do you just kind of want to wait it out and see what happens?
And I intimidate the forest.
You want to intimidate the forest? You can certainly try.
I think I'm gonna wake them up.
So what does Kilo do to wake them up?
I'm gonna go knock on the tortoise shell. And I'm going to attempt to whisper, even though I don't think I can whisper. I'm going to say, "Wake up, friend. Something's wrong."
That's scary.
I will stretch, do the over-exaggerated cat stretch out of my shell. What seems to be be the problem, my unbreathing friend?
We're not where we started. We're somewhere new.
Not exactly sure as to the meaning of that. I will look around myself.
What you notice is there's a lot of. Actually, roll me your perception.
8.
You feel like you are in the same place. It's a little bit colder. The fog's so heavy that you feel like maybe it's doing something funky with the trees that Kilo's talking about. But you feel like it wouldn't make sense to be somewhere else, seeing as you haven't moved.
Well, my metal friend, it seems you may be correct.
I'm gonna say Casimir's a light sleeper, and he wakes up to the talking.
Yeah, since Kilo.
Is there some kind of issue?
Oh, yes, friend, my big lizard friend. We are no longer where we started. We are in a new forest.
Well, he's gonna raise his eyebrows at that one, or his eyelids. I don't know. He's a lizard. And I guess I'll roll a perception too.
All right.
Looking around and see if I see anything.
He does like that gecko look around with his eyes.
Yeah.
Doesn't move his head, his
15
eyeballs are
plus
moving
3,
in
so
different directions.
18.
Yeah, so you hear Kilo, and you definitely notice that you're not in the same place that you guys went to sleep at. You guys are standing on a dirt path, or I guess one of us is still sleeping on the dirt path. But
Is the
correct.
stream
Not in the-
is the river stream thing still nearby?
there is water nearby, but it sounds like it's in the distance, and it sounds a little bit bigger
I pick up
than what you went to sleep on.
Can I pick up a big rock and throw it, or a small rock and throw it at Rob to see if it wakes him up?
Yeah. Roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can hit him.
Sleight of hand. I have +2 sleight of hand. Here we go. Let's roll. I got a 4.
You throw a rock, and it's like one of those kids that their parents never taught them how to throw a baseball. A little embarrassing.
Well, that's not what I meant to do.
It's okay. I've heard you're blundering, you bag of bolts. I'm awake.
Well, hello there.
Got a nickname for me?
Meat puppet.
Wow.
Meat bag.
Meat puppet. What's the problem? What's going on? Why are we all awake? I thought we were taking a rest here.
No, something's wrong.
We're in the wrong forest.
What do you mean we're in the wrong forest? That kind of thing doesn't happen in Dungeons
Where
and
you
Dragons. I'm just kidding.
Where you went to sleep, I did not. And where we awoke by you, we are no longer where we were.
What's funny is I did have a hammock between two trees, and now I'm on the ground. So, can I roll for perception, Zane?
Yes.
14 plus 1, 15.
Yeah, you recognize that this is not the forest you went to sleep in. You actually notice that it seems as if the fog is getting even heavier and kind of closing in on
Yes.
you all.
This is
This is definitely not where we started, and it's definitely getting more foggy. It's almost as
kidding.
if the fog is closing in on us.
Oddly specific.
Is there still a place for a fire? Is that gone too?
There's not a place on the ground for a fire.
So our campfire is not there. So clearly, yeah, we're definitely moved. And
Definitely.
Casimir looks around and says, "Our fire is gone too."
Didn't the mossy, stinky, hairy man tell us not to move in the fog, though?
He did.
Would it be better for us to
So I
try to just stand still then till the morning, or should we move?
So looking around, we can't really see like in the trees. There's no shelter or anything, right?
From your perception, you have not been able to see any kind of shelter.
Oh God! It's
And
getting
we can
closer.
hear the river, right? Or it seems like a large body of water of
It
some
seems
sort.
like a large waterway somewhere in the distance is rushing.
Casimir looks around and says, "I think we should move towards the water."
Agreed. Sound seems to be our only path.
Very well.
The
Do we
sound
know?
of the water seems to be in the heaviest part of the fog. You'll notice that there's lighter fog leading almost in a path, in a direction. Almost like the land is telling you where to go.
Should we follow the path?
But the
Don't
water is
Oh, I see. I see.
still rushing.
Don't any of you all have some magical ability to be able to cast light or something?
No, I don't. I've got
I
a
do
hooded
not.
lantern. I could light
I
that.
think my pet can. No. My pet can, I think.
We don't have to. I was just.
If Zane would allow it.
I don't know much magic. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'll
slightly
just
freaking
about-
out.
So where are you
Okay,
sitting
well,
your pet?
Just to put him on my shoulder and turning his eyes on that turn into lights.
Okay. Yeah, so you click a button and little like flames are like in his pet's eyes, leading like a hooded lantern in the dark. And seeing this, there is definitely a lightly obscured path rather than a heavily obscuredness around you.
Would you have said,
Look, friends, a path.
did we get a long rest?
You did not get a long rest.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
So we should start following a path toward the water then.
I think the
Shall-
path leads away from the water.
Oh, we should. So we have to decide if we're going to go toward the water or toward the path.
Or right.
Yeah.
Listen. Zane, could I get more information if I do a survival? Like, I feel like I'm a soldier, like the survival. Like I feel like, I don't know, I'm just going to say, and then we can figure it out. Like, I feel like the guy we talked to said, don't go too deep into the fog. And if there's a path ahead, we should follow the path and not go too deep into the fog. But that's just my gut instinct. I don't know.
You don't even need to roll for that.
Yeah, that's just my gut instinct of somebody who's traveled from the Far East. That I feel like going into the known versus the unknown is maybe a better path for us.
No,
And if there's a path for a reason. It leads somewhere.
I agree, darling. I think that's a good point.
It
I
just
would-
feels
Onward and outward,
suspicious.
friends.
It just feels suspicious.
Yeah, too well.
Like something's leading us directly where they want us to go.
Yes,
So can
I-
I take?
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I understand what you're saying, but I feel like if we go to the fog, we could split up the party by accident. Where if we stay the path together, at least the party is one, and we know the whereabouts. And I feel like numbers will be better and a path that is clear versus the unknown fog and the potential of losing one another.
Well, you're the soldier.
Well, not well. Yes, I've done some soldiering, so.
Well,
yeah.
While they're debating on whether or not to take the path or not, can I see the sky?
Looking up, you see that the sky seems to be actually heavily obscured as well. Everything just seems to be very foggy.
Okay,
Can't see any stars or moon.
that's what I was aiming for. Stars.
Mm-hmm. But and plus, the towering trees kind of make the skylight unable to be seen.
What say you, Kilo? It seems that Dalin and I are on a agreement to take the path, but Casimir, or as I'm saying that right, Casimir, is not sure. What say you?
I say we take the path as I draw my pistol out and take point.
Fairly well. Casimir, will you follow?
Well, I'm not going to be left alone in the fog.
The path we take then.
So as you guys are taking the path, what's everyone's passive perception? If you're not sure, it's 10 plus your perception modifier.
11.
10 plus your perception modifier. Perception. 14.
14.
13.
Okay. I'll say all of you guys realize as you're walking the path, maybe once or twice, some of you all have glanced back and noticed that the path behind you becomes heavily obscured, but the path in front of you is still lightly obscured. And no matter how far you walk, the path behind you just keeps getting more heavily obscured as the path in front of you stays lightly obscured. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As you guys walk, black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. As you guys are walking on the path, you notice that through the black muddy waters, there seems to be some like wagon wheel trails going through. So this isn't an unmarked road by any means. Apparently travel is happening here. You guys just aren't familiar with the area. Let's see. I have maybe, yes. Okay. So the fog spills out over the forest. It swallows up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from an impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates. I'm going to show you those actually. Huge iron gates hang on stonework. Dew clings to the cold tenacity of the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gates, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. Did you guys get the handout?
Yeah, I just showed it on the screen.
Okay, great. So this is what you come to.
Can we roll maybe a history check or something? Like see if anyone knows what these are?
Sure.
Cool.
You said history check?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I got
7
a nat,
plus 3, 10.
I got a nat 20 plus 4, but I got a nat 20.
So, that 20, you have never seen or read in your histories anything like this. This is a vast city, a town, something beyond this wall. Once great, maybe lies in ruin now, but it does not bear any resemblance of anything that you've seen or read.
As someone who is learned and raised in a noble household, I have many recollections of the histories and have read many tomes. This does not match anything that I know, and I know quite a bit about history.
Casimir just kind of chuckles and says, "Pretty intimidating, isn't it?"
Well, you know, who knows what's in there, though? It could be a bit of glory. A rogue like yourself might find something interesting within there. You never know.
Well, it's either in there or the forest full of fog. So,
Hey, good point. I'm not against the gate. It looks like it leads to who knows? Glory could be found within its walls.
or a glorious death, but we won't know till we go.
It's not like we have a choice. What say you,
True.
Dolan?
So you guys approach the gates, and the gates not swing open, but they open gently on rusty hinges as they screech.
Oh, great.
That's not ominous.
Right?
I wonder if there might be new friends in here.
I lean over to Casimir and I say, you know, we really ought to send the non-sentient one in first.
You'll have no argument out of me.
I turn around. I turn around and I say, "I hear that. I heard that."
What? I mean, what?
And we're wrong?
Yeah. And?
I shall lead my friends as I walk in through the gate.
You're just going to walk straight through the gate?
He walks right through the gate.
Oh,
Go take him back.
Shit.
I'm heading in.
Look at Zane's face.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
I stop and I turn around. I turn around and I go, "Are you coming or are you scared?"
I'm going to let him walk through the gate first.
He walks through the gate, unbothered.
I'll follow behind him.
Okay.
Come,
and go.
rich boy. Let's have an adventure.
Fair enough. And so I just, kind of shrug my shoulders, maybe loosen my sword a little bit and walk in. I just wait
Casimir, all three of them are in front of you walking in. You going with?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. You guys go through the gates, and as you guys go through the gates, not immediately, but a little ways in, you catch the scent of death in the air.
Know that smell.
We all know that smell. And I'm gonna unsheath the short sword.
Yeah, can I pull my sword and shield and have it
Can
at the
I
ready
smell?
as well?
Yes, you
All right.
can.
I have a question.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I unsheath my sword, pull my shield off my back, and kind of bang it together just in case to say I'm ready. Now you can ask your question.
As a warforged, can I smell?
I don't think it doesn't. It doesn't say that you can't smell, so I'm assuming you can.
Okay, I was just curious because I'm like, I mean, keep
Yeah.
smells and stuff like that. Like, can I smell?
Yeah, I mean, he is an automaton. Like, I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
smell like.
I feel like if you couldn't smell, it would put on your stat sheet that you have a disadvantage on perception checks that rely on scent.
Yeah, and if that's
Okay.
not the case, then
I
you
mean,
can
that's
smell.
So we're just gonna go with it. You can
Okay.
smell.
Yeah.
okay. We'll go with it.
Unless you don't want to.
I mean, I can't. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can smelling's fine. I know I can't contract poisons or anything like that. So I was just curious.
Right. Yeah. Do you guys
Okay.
press on?
We don't have a choice. The
Yes.
door's behind us.
Yeah.
I'll
The
have my
fog's
pistol in
behind
my
us.
hand.
We have our weapons
Yeah.
at the ready. We push forward.
The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried into the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days. He holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
Well,
Can I
Casimir
do
is
an
going to examine the
investigation
body.
check on the?
Yeah. Let's
that's what I
all
was
do
about
it.
to do. Can I?
We're going to check the body, especially the envelope.
Yeah, so are you looking more... What are you looking for on the body?
So I want to examine the claw marks and the paw prints.
Okay. Are you trying to figure out, like, maybe what did this?
Yeah.
Okay, then will you roll me a nature?
Sure.
Can I assist him
Sure.
just to evaluate cause of death?
Rolled a 1.
You can roll with advantage since Dolan is helping.
Oh. Okay.
Which gives you a 22.
22.
Yeah. It was 19 plus 3, 22.
So you can tell that this young man has been was killed by wolves.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be what killed him. They didn't eat him, but they did kill him.
Yeah.
Can I do an
Yeah,
investigation on the envelope?
Yes. What are you trying to investigate about the envelope?
Like taking it out of his hand and reading it.
Yeah, for sure. You pull out the letter that is in the envelope. It has a large B set into the wax seal of parchment. It's worn and flimsy. And you open the letter and it reads, "Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, and encircle this land with the symbol of good. Let holy men call upon their powers, that the devil may be contained within these walls of weeping Barovia. Leaving our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolian Indrovich, Burgomaster."
Am I allowed to roll a history to see if I recognize any of those words or names?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled an 8, but I got an advantage of 4, so 12.
You have not heard of the land of Barovia. If this was a land that you have heard of, it's been long since written off as ancient. There's not really history of Barovia in any of your chronicles or chronicles that you may have read. These people's names are not names you're familiar with, nor are you familiar with the kind of name that they are. These aren't common names amongst your people.
As mentioned before, of my great knowledge of history, I don't recognize any of this names or this Barovia. It's not one that I have heard in the histories, and if it did exist, must have been gone for a long time, ancient times.
Well, Casimir just turns like after crouching, he's just gonna like stand up and be like, "Well, he was killed by wolves." What does that
Would
letter
I-
say?
Would I be able to understand what a vampire is?
Sure. I guess yeah. You could roll a history to recall vampire.
13?
So I guess Zach, I guess I missed that part too. You and Dolan would know the term vampire and that they're some sort of undead creature that lives in the night and drains people of their blood. You maybe not know in depth about the vampire, but some believe them to be folk tales of old. Some of them believe them to be creatures of the night that only exist in the darkest of places.
Can we do a quick pause chat and let everybody know that we got the official art of Dolan Ambercrest, and there you go. That's what our boy looks like. Looks really good.
Turtle
So,
and a kilt.
Turtle and a kilt.
so I feel like,
Indeed.
Thank you.
speaking of Dolan, I feel like if we both recognize the term vampire, we should have some. Maybe I say something like vampire. It's a term I recognize.
Can I do like an insight check on it? Like, do I know what vampire means?
Yeah, you can do a history as well.
Yeah, I'll do one as well.
Might
Just
as well.
Okay.
so we all do it.
What is that? A D20?
Yeah. Most of your rolls are going to be D20s unless we're in combat. Then
Yeah.
different dice.
Oh.
Okay. Sounds good.
10 total.
What was you said? History. You said history.
History,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Casimir is
7.
probably. Sorry, what was that?
I got a 7.
A 7. Casimir has probably heard of vampires in the folk lore kind of vampire, merely children's stories to make people afraid. Kilo, this is not in his database. He was not programmed to know vampires yet.
My friends, I don't know what this word is. What is
Vampire.
vampire? Vampire.
It is.
Vampire.
It's a folk tale, some sort of night creature. Just stuff to scare children.
Oh! In the distance, you hear wolves howling.
Well,
I cock my black power pistol back.
okay. Is the fog still around us? Did it clear up at
Yeah.
all when we went through the gates?
Nope, it's still heavily around you. Behind you has been blocked off by a heavily obscured fog. In front of you, there's still a lightly obscured path.
Okay. Do we notice any change to the path? Is it still dirt and trees and
It's
stuff?
still dirt and trees. Nothing has changed. Just going through the gate.
I believe this letter has something to do with this. The vampire.
Yeah,
a
might wanna keep
vampire,
it.
Casimir, is more than just a folktale. It's something that we know from the histories. And this letter implicates that things should be blocked off. I wonder if this fog has a connection.
Perhaps. Either way, we're caught in it.
It's true. And wolf's about.
Yes.
Friends, my beliefs and the church that I follow believes that any creature of undeath is an abomination. And if this town, this here burgomaster is in trouble, I'm forced to step in. I cannot walk away from this.
Can't go back, so Forwards it is.
I'm sworn through the ECCW to protect
at,
my comrades through the Mercenary Guild. I definitely will stay with you through this. And as Casimir pointed out, I don't have a choice. I cannot turn around. So onward then, I guess.
I'll say, as Rob said, he's good. Sorry.
I look at Dolan and I ask him, that's Kilo. It's Dolan, right? Like,
Yes,
sir.
messing me up. I say, am I an abomination?
No, you're alive. You could die if needed. Correct.
I don't know. I don't know what death is.
Well, I'd say let's keep it that way, my friend.
Yes, indeed.
Uh,
Besides, he's intelligent, so that implies sentience. So let's continue.
All right, we check on forward.
Before you guys jerk on forward, as Rob had said, the CCW, you guys remember that there was 2 parts to your quest this night, that you were supposed to have dinner with an important member of Daggerford. You guys feel like there might be some reprimanding for that.
Kinda can't help that we got caught in some kind of magical fog.
They could reprimand me if
we got
I'm.
abducted by nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, they can't reprimand us if we're dead.
It's true.
What are they gonna? Sorry, Zane. What are they gonna do? Fire us all? Sorry, I'm sorry.
Who knows?
I don't want to get fired.
As you guys continue on, it sounds like the wolves were kind of howling back and forth, but they seem to be distant now. The river flows as you guys are walking. You do you just hear the river. You actually don't see it. Why is it all the way? Hold on. Ah, yes. So you guys continue to have to flip to a different part of the book. I'm sorry. You guys are the road changes from dirt to gravel. The gravel road leads to a village, is tall houses, dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern is shut tight. A soft whimpering draws your eyes towards a pair of children standing in the middle of the otherwise lifeless street.
Great.
Casimir just looks around, is like,
Oh.
cheery place.
Young ones, where are your parents? Where's everyone else?
As you ask this, the boy is whimpering, and the older girl says, she shushes him, and after shushing the boy, the girl turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." She then points to a tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned. Their windows are boarded up. And she says, "I don't know where my parents are, but there's a monster in our basement. Can you all get the monster out? Our baby brother, he's upstairs."
There's a child in the house?
What?
Yeah. Our
what
baby
kind of
brother's up there, and there's a monster in the basement.
What kind of monster?
We don't know. We hear it howling in the night.
Do you mean the wolves?
No, this isn't a wolf. It's something else.
Can
It
I do a
howls.
perception check?
Yes. What are you trying to perceive?
Can I tell if these are real children or not, or if they're alive?
Yeah, you can roll a perception.
Let me do this.
Ronan's got some good ones. Sometimes he says, "Can I roll a perception?" I'm like, "Should we all roll that same perception?"
That's if you want to try to proceed.
5, 9. I got 9.
Yeah.
Can't proceed.
You don't get any indications that these children are any different than any other children. Orphaned, alone.
Okay.
So I say
pick
we
my
go
pistol
in.
up and I go, "Are we going, friends?"
I still have my sword and shield out. I bang them together and say, "I say we go in."
As you bang them together,
we
the
go
kids flinch.
No, okay. Fear not, young ones. I just am excited about the fight.
Glad you are. Okay.
I walk in the door.
Okay.
Proceed.
Chat is why you bring a rookie to a D&D session.
So Ronan goes through? Or sorry, Kilo?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say? What did you say?
What?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, what'd you say? Say it. I'm
I
gonna watch
said-
this later.
I
I'm
said
gonna
this
see
is
it.
why you bring a rookie to a D&D session. Because you do things
Exactly.
like just
Make
go
it
through
more fun.
doors.
I will poke my head into the door behind Kilo, and I will cast Eyes of the Grave.
And I will stand next to Dolan behind Kilo.
I know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover, that isn't protected by divination magic until the end of the next turn. And I can do it however many times. I just know if there's any undead around me within 60 feet.
Are there any
Okay.
undead?
That aren't behind total cover?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm giving Ronan some vision. So Ronan, what you see as you
Kilo.
enter in.
What Kilo
So
sees.
you go through what?
What Kilo sees.
What Kilo sees? Yes, sorry. What Kilo sees. Going through the gate that's unlocked with rusty hinges that shriek when you open it. There's oil lamps that hang from the portico ceiling on chains, flanking a set of oaken doors that open into a grand foyer. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stone-faced aristocrats. Mahogany framed double doors leading from the foyer, leading somewhere else.
I'm going to
But
follow.
no traps, nothing explodes, nothing locks, nothing falls.
I'm going to follow him in then. I'm going to join where he is. I'm just following behind. Or to the side, I guess, now.
We're all going in? All right.
I guess I'll step in.
Stand outside with the creepy kids.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Stand outside with 2 kids crying in the middle of fog. Go inside creepy house. Possibly fight monsters.
Please be
Yeah.
safe. And as you hear, please be safe, the door behind you closes.
Oh, good.
Oh, God.
Can I roll? I keep
My
rolling history,
lizard
but
senses are tingling.
we don't know anything about, like, there's not much to know about this area, this country or anything. So I don't know that rolling history is going to really matter anymore right now.
No. Casimir is gonna like try to open the door.
The door that you just came into?
Yeah, the one that just closed.
It's locked.
Can I unlock it?
Does it lock from the inside or the outside?
There's no keyhole on the inside.
Can I shoot the handle?
You can. Would you like to roll to shoot the handle?
I'm gonna shoot.
Don't-
I'm gonna roll to shoot the handle.
All right, roll to hit.
He pulls
A
out his
d20
gun.
plus your shooting modifier.
D8,
I'm moving.
right?
Yeah, I'm moving as well.
D8, right?
No, you roll a d20 plus your shooting modifier to see if you hit. And then if you hit, you get to roll damage, and so the d8 is the damage.
Shit, we're locked in this room.
Pretty
too.
sure it's
it'd
it's
be
Dex. It's Dex, right?
Yeah, it's
Dex.
dex.
So D20 plus Dex. Okay. Here we go, boy.
I take cover behind my shield.
14.
He rolled a 14, Zane.
14. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
14,
So you shoot the handle.
No, you're good.
Roll some damage. It'll be the
What
d8
is
plus
that?
your dexterity modifier.
So D8 plus 4.
Did you go see what Silva said?
7, 8, 9, 11.
All right, so you hit the handle for 11 damage. You see that your musket ball is lying on the ground, all dented and beat up, and the handle to the door has not even the faintest scratch on it.
We're going to have to open another door here.
Cheery.
I turn
Awesome.
around and I look at everybody and I go, well, question, time out. Are we able to swear?
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay. I was
what?
like, I want to make sure this is like,
It's a question for me.
are we
Zane,
allowed
don't
to
worry.
swear? Like cuss?
Yes, you can say
Yes.
bad words.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I know mom
Oh hell yeah.
and I don't want to make mom mad. So I turn around and I look at my friends. I go, well, we're fucked.
This is the embodiment of Dungeons and Dragons' hardest boss. A
Yeah.
door.
A
A
door,
door.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. Well, I guess we need to go through one of these other doors because we're not going through that one. Are these doors
Yeah.
locked, Zane?
You can try to open them. You can actually
Yep.
click them, and if they are unlocked, then they'll be able to open. If they are locked, then they will not.
Oh, okay. Well, the door
How many
closest
doors are
to
we
me.
looking at?
What?
Oh, wow, that's cool. There are two
How many
doors in
doors are
front.
That's cool.
The two doors in front of us, because they both opened. Oh, I guess
Uh-oh.
I guess we could just open and close them.
Yep.
We
Cool.
can interact with.
I go through this other door right here
Okay.
and stand in the middle of the room.
This wide hall that runs the width of the house, with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword with the windmill cameo worked into the hilt. A wood-paneled wall of ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. There's a staircase leading up, as well as numerous of different doors. What we're actually going to do is we're going to get in an order. This is not. I'm going to say this is initiative order, but we're not. Like, just because we're in initiative does not mean combat needs to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a
What am I
d20
rolling?
plus your initiative modifier. If you don't know what your initiative modifier is, look at your dexterity score.
I got 14 plus 4, so 18.
So 2.
Oh, I put it in myself, don't I? I
Initiative.
kind of forget that.
I can, if you need me to.
18.
What?
What?
I got 11.
Okay. Hold on.
How did
So
that even happen?
between Casimir and Dolan, who has the higher dexterity?
I have an 18.
That is definitely him. I'm
And
a turtle.
between
Of course.
between Rob and Kilo, who has the higher dexterity?
I have 18 plus 4, right? Is that right?
No. What is your dexterity?
Sorry. 4.
You're-
It's just 4.
+4. Okay.
No,
So 8.
that's not right. It's 18.
Okay.
It's the bottom number, right, Zane?
Yeah.
It's 18.
Okay.
What's yours?
And what is kilos?
You guys cut out on mine.
What's your
What's your
dexterity?
dexterity score?
Is it 15 plus 2 is the modifier?
It's just
Okay.
15. So it's me.
The only reason I'm asking is because both Rob and Kilo rolled 18s, and both Dallin and Casimir rolled 11. So
Did you say? Okay, so I'm guessing the turn order. I'm up first, then, right?
yes.
Can I go this? You said the sword is above this fireplace over here.
Yep.
Can I go examine the sword?
Yes. What do you want to examine the sword? Like, what are you looking for in the sword?
Is it combat ready?
Yeah, right. Does it? Yeah, is it? Does it? Shoot. I'm just gonna say it, and you can make sense of it. Zane. I want to look at it, and like, obviously, I've had battle experience. I want to look to see what type of like sword it is. Does it have any magical properties or anything like that? The make of the sword, kind of like I want to see how good is this sword.
Okay. So you can give me 2 rolls since we're not in like combat. I'll let you have 2. First, if you want to check to see if it's made with any magical properties, you can roll an Arcana.
Okay. So I roll a 7 plus 2, so a 9.
You're not sure if it's made with magical properties. You don't really tinker in the magical realms of things, and so you're not sure if it's magical. And then you're trying to see if it's basically battle ready, a good, nice, sharp, long sword.
Okay. So what am I?
So for that one, you can roll a investigation.
Okay. I got a 14 plus 2, so 16.
It is battle ready. It is sharp. It looks like it's never seen the likes of battle, though. There's not even dirt in any crevice or anything, any tight spot of the sword. It's just very sheen, polished. Maybe never has been slashed at somebody.
I take the sword.
Okay. So it's a long sword. It has a golden windmill on the pommel of it. The handle is wrapped with like a red leather.
Okay.
Yay.
I have 2 long swords now.
Kilo, what would you like to do?
What else is in the room? Like, I forgot what was else in the room.
So there's a staircase of red marble and several doors. There's the door to the south. So this isn't the actual directions, but for the sake of to help things out, down is south, up is north, cardinal directions. Half hour tops. Okay. So yeah, Kilo, what would you like to do?
I want to check the door on the south side.
All right. You open. Oh, you're just checking the door. You're not opening it.
Yeah, I feel like I should like inspect it or something.
Okay. Yeah, do an investigation. What are you looking for?
Booby traps or anything?
Okay. Yeah, do an investigation.
14.
You do not see any traps or anything on this door.
Okay, so I open the door.
It's just a wooden oaken door.
Okay.
Open. In this room, this oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head. And positioned around the outskirt of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped with animal furs face the hearth with an oak table between the supporting a cask of wine. 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. Chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the walls. Yep, that's what you see.
Can I put the stag head on my head?
Yeah. So it is on a plaque. Do you want to remove the plaque to put the stag's head on your head?
Yes.
Great. Roll me a strength.
Okay. So
I love how like Kilo is adorable in every way, and then he is a walking nightmare.
I know. He's the most adorable gun-toting character that you've
Not
ever
to
seen.
mention his pet.
Yeah, terrifying pet.
You leave Lucia out of this. I got 13.
A 13. Yeah. You and you take it off, and yes, it's hollow inside, and so you can just.
Okay, I put it on and I walk back out in the hallway.
Jesus Christ. Oh, he doesn't exist in this universe. Sorry.
By the gods, what are you wearing?
I found a new hat.
Awesome.
Can I just say, Zane, I'm really impressed with your breaking of the sound effect you did with your mouth. That was good.
Thanks.
Anyway. Okay.
Great. It is now Casimir.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the room too. Specifically, I wanted to check the windows. Like, I wanted to see if they'd open.
Okay, so you pull the curtains back outside. You don't see the kids anymore. The fog seems to be pressing against the window, and as you jiggle the window, it seems to be locked in some sort of fashion.
Okay, so I can't open it.
This window is not openable.
Okay, all right. The goblets on the tables. Can I like inspect those?
Yeah. What are you trying to inspect about them?
I just want to know what they're made of.
They're wooden.
Wooden? Okay, so they're not. Okay. All right. Is there anything else in the room that would catch the eye of a rogue? Anything above the mantle?
Two cabinets that are not glass paned cabinets. As a rogue, you would probably think something might be of value in cabinets.
Is that it right here? I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, and there.
Yeah, that.
And there.
I'm gonna open them up and see what's in them.
Okay. Let's see. The cabinet that you're at is locked.
Okay. Well, I've got some lock picks.
You want to roll me
rogue? Yeah, rogue. I got a sleight of hand. Can I roll that?
Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
Yes.
Okay, so it would just be the same because the tool check is the dexterity check, but you're proficient in it, and so it should be the same as your sleight of hand.
I'm just gonna hit the sleight of hand then. So
yeah, that sounds good.
Of access here, and I failed.
Okay,
He has a stroke.
you gotta.
Dude, 2 1s? Are you kidding me?
So you rolled a nat 1. You gotta tell that for the Spotify podcast.
Yeah, 2 1s. 2, not just 1, 2.
Snake eyes. Nice.
You put your thieves' tools up there, and you get it jammed in the lock, and it breaks off inside of the lock.
Well, crap. So much for rogue.
You hear Rob laugh from the other room.
Fine. I pull out a dagger and I jam that thing in there.
All right, roll me a strength.
This ought to be fun. Can I just click strength? Yeah. There we go.
Let's go.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Of course.
You
Brute
jam
force.
the dagger in, you pry it open, the lock goes flying across the room, and inside of this, you find a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon.
Jeez. Found some weapons, guys. Yeah. I'm going to take the hand crossbow.
Okay.
And then the 20 bolts for it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I have a hand crossbow.
And then, like, I know we're in my order right now. We're in my turn, but if anyone comes in, I'll pick one up and toss it to them. Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
And then, if I have time, I'd like to check the other cabinet, see if it's locked or.
You'll have to do that on your next turn.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Dolan.
All right. I guess we'll Scooby Doo this shit.
Wonder who's
I'll
under
go
this
to
mask. Oh, it's Kilo.
I'll go to this door and open it.
Inside of that door, you find several black cloaks hanging from hooks on the wall. A top hat sits on a high shelf.
A top.
Okay. I'll just bounce to the door next to it. Open that one.
You find a dining room. The centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backing chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware, polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine vale. The wall panels are carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horses, horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after wolves, hang from iron rod bolted on the south walls. So I guess in this case the north walls because of ease. Yep. So that's what you see, a splendid dining room.
Well, it seems that there's a door over here. Do I got enough time to pop that one open too?
Open that door.
What?
And it leads back into the main hall.
Oh, thank God, guys. Oh, thank God. I was alone.
You guys just heard like the heavy footsteps of a turtle, like, oh God.
and the entire time that I'm searching things, I have this overly exaggerated sized sailor hat. All you see is just eyes peeking out from under the hat, and the rest is inside my shell, just holding my stick and shield.
The bravest of turtles.
Adventuring is very new for me.
All right, going back to Rob.
What were the other things that Casimir was looking at?
I just said out loud, I found some weapons.
Okay. Being the fighter that I am and grabbing a weapon as I already have, I come in and check out what you got going on. And I said, what you got going on here, Kashmir?
Kashmir.
Shoves Kilo aside.
Yeah.
I've got a couple crossbows.
I stole my fancy longswords, and that's how I put it in my equipment because, and I pick one up with the bolts.
You said the light?
Yeah, I'll do the light one.
Okay. Are you taking the bolts?
Yeah, I'm taking the bolts too.
Okay. So you have a light crossbow with 20 bolts?
And I guess that's it for me.
You could try to open the other one.
Yeah.
The other cabinet if you want.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll do that. And I'll use brute strength. It seemed to work for you. You could have been in the mercenary company.
Yeah. Don't rub it in.
Okay. So I'm going to roll strength, Zane.
Actually, as you approach this one, you see that it's slightly ajar.
Oh, then I go ahead and I pull it open.
It is empty.
Nice.
Good times. All right then. Well, nothing in this one. Looks like you opened the good one first.
Well, at least my instincts are good there.
That's good. Good for something, I guess. And then I move on, and I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Kilo.
Yeah. Trying to think of what hasn't. Is there any doors that have not been opened?
There's a door next to Dahlon that hasn't been opened, and then there's stairs going up.
I go to the door next to Dolan and I try to open it.
You open the door next to Dahlon. Since we're not in combat, you're not really sharing places, but we can work. You open it up and you see a kitchen is tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. The work table has a cutting board, rolling pin on top of it. A stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall. Its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove and to the left is a thin door that is closed.
Can I investigate, or can I go open that door?
Yes. You open this door and you see a well-stocked pantry. There's potatoes, bread, carrots, all the fixins.
I turn my stag head around and I yell at the other guys. I'm like, "Hey guys, you hungry?"
The one being who doesn't eat, asking if we're all hungry.
Why, yes, I believe I'm a little peckish.
It depends. Are there any brambleberries in there?
Full circle. Full circle.
There I go.
That's what I do, man.
All right, Casimir.
Well, I'm gonna go. Since I've found what I wanted, I'm gonna go check out the staircase.
All right,
Can I go up the stairs?
you can.
Oh well,
Let
first
me-
let me make sure there's nothing under the stairs. You know, I gotta check for
yeah.
Harry Potter.
You want to roll me a perception to see if there's any secret tunnels?
Sure, I would love to.
Is that a nat
20? Yes, it is.
No, there are 0 secrets here.
Sweet, awesome. At least I know for sure.
What are these 1s and 20s that you keep rolling? What is happening over there?
I am not doing it myself. I am clicking the button
rigged.
and it's doing it for me. I don't know what to tell you.
Likely story.
I have it all.
Keeps forgetting which.
If you
stats.
scroll over procs, you'll find yourself. Oops.
Yeah.
I just moved everyone's screen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. So you go up the stairs and you see unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of a family. There is a father, a mother, 2 smiling children. Cradled in the father's arm is a swaddled baby, and the mother regards this with a hint of scorn. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors to each side there. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helmet shaped like a wolf's head.
Creepy. Okay. I'm gonna go inspect the portrait and me being a rogue and all. Anything behind it?
Okay, roll an investigation.
All right. That would be a 17 total.
There does not seem to be anything located behind or on the portrait.
Cool. And this is a hearth, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go over here and open this door.
All right.
And-
Go open that on your next turn.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Gotcha.
Dolan.
Uh-oh. Let's see. I will head back up. I will head up the stairs. And now that I see a friend, I'll slowly raise my head out of my shell. And open this door, I guess.
These are double doors.
Double doors.
Okay.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Let's see here. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and matching high-back chair faces the entrance and fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to move or to more easily reach the high shelves.
Can I search the desk for anything?
You can indeed. Roll me an investigation.
$15.
Several items resting on top of it: an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, a letter kit containing red wax candles, four blank sheets of parchment, a wooden seal bearing the family's insignia, which is a windmill. The desk drawers are empty except for an iron key.
I guess I'll take the key.
Nice.
And do I have enough to...
I would
check
say you
the
still have
bookshelf?
movement.
Just movement? Then I will...
No, you can probably investigate something else if you wanted to.
Okay, I'd check the bookshelves maybe, see if there's anything worth.
Okay, roll an investigation.
$21.
Very nice. So, the bookshelves hold hundreds of tomes covering a range of topics including history, warfare, and alchemy. There's also several shelves containing first edition collected works of poetry and fiction. But something stands out from the rest. You notice a red covered book with a blank spine on it. You would recognize that book seems to be out of place of sorts.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull that book out.
You pull that book out and it opens a door.
Ooh, opens a door.
Rob,
Yes. Okay, I'm going up to. Can I move to wherever they are? Where are they? I don't even know.
yeah, I got you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Add
Okay.
iron key.
Can I? Oh, Zane's gonna be annoyed. This isn't how I normally play a character, but can I take one of the helmets?
Yes, you can.
As a fighter who is picked up wares along the way, and a soldier, it can never have too much armor. So I'm going to try to take one of the knights, the armored statues
The
of
wolf
armor.
head.
Wolf head, yes.
Are you trying to be the hound?
No, I just want one of the helmets. What do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. You just
All
take
right.
the helmet.
Well, then I pull the helmet off and I put it on my head and I add it to my
Which is a
item list.
perfect fit.
And it's a perfect fit. Wolf helmet. We're gonna remember that for the rest of the time we ever play this. Okay.
Yep. What color is your armor? I'm just curious.
We'll say like silver. I don't know.
Okay, I was gonna be like,
That
if
was
it's
gonna be black.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that ties in nicely. My armor is black. Is this helmet black?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then my
Sweet.
my armor is all black. Okay. Can I actually go to where Turtle Man is? Because I heard him.
Yeah.
I heard a noise.
Right.
Do I see the door that it? Did you say to open a door?
Yep.
Do
He
I-
has the door open.
Well, I can't see it. Oh, I see it now. I'm going in.
All
Have I
right.
moved? Have I moved too far?
Well, I mean, right now we're not really.
Okay. I walk in.
We're just letting things happen. You walk in and you see this room contains bookshelves packed with tomes. A heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet stands against the south wall, its lid half closed. Sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor. Close inspection reveals that the skeleton belonged to a human who seemed to trigger some sort of dart trap. Clutched in the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing a seal. Yeah.
Okay. Can I just take the letter?
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh boy. Oh, I actually have a pretty good sleight of hand. Actually. Oh, 7 + 4, 11.
As you slide the letter out of the hand of this long dead adventurer, its arm falls off.
Gross.
That's it though.
Ew.
Yeah. And do you want to read the letter?
Yeah, I'm gonna crack the seal and read the letter.
Okay, let me see here. No. I thought I something for this, but it's not showing me. My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah, sent to you by dark powers of the land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However, many souls you have bled on your hidden altar. However, many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon. Know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms, withering in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dreaded lord and master, Strahd von Zarvit.
Huh. Seems pretty dark. Can I? It's not Dalin's turn, but can I hand the letter to Dalin so he can read it?
You can.
So Dalin, I say, what do you make of this?
Well, sounds fairly ominous. Sacrifices on an altar, religious family of some kind. Dark, clearly. I guess monster in a basement isn't too much of a surprise.
That's a good point. I tell you to take a look at the chest. I don't know that I'm even going to try to reach my hand into that. Didn't look like it worked out for the last guy.
Oh, look at the glass half full. The trap is probably already set off.
Can I investigate that, Zane?
Yeah. You want to roll an investigator?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I got let's see, 15.
15, it looks like the trap has been set, has been sprung. Does not look to be active anymore.
Okay. Then I open the chest.
The chest contains 3 blank books with black leather covers, 3 spell scrolls, a spell scroll of bless, a spell scroll of protection from poison, and a spell scroll of spiritual weapon. You find the deed to the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Whose will?
Yeah, Ken. Okay. I need to talk this out with the party. I obviously I want to take like some of the important things. Like I think we should take the blank books, the will, the deed to the house. Like we should look at all that stuff. But I don't necessarily need the magical scrolls or anything like that.
Oh, I think I'm the only person who can even use them.
Yeah. So you're right there with me. So maybe I take so Rob takes the magical scrolls out of the chest and says, I believe you could use these to Dolan. And he has those. And then should we read this information? Should we read these wills? What should we do? I mean, I'm just more of a fighter and an instigator, if you will. I wouldn't say that I'm not much of a snoop.
Oh no.
Leave that to the rogue.
I mean, we're definitely not here as realtors or individuals of state, so
I guess I'm
a
just
will is.
yes, I'm just looking for more of clues of what may have happened here. Those children still irking me.
Well, least we can do is read it. Maybe it'll point us in the direction of if there even are children here.
So I come to this desk and I lay out all the stuff, and then I'm going to end my turn, Zane. And I think
Okay.
we're going to be
And
about.
that's where we will put a pin in this.
All right.
Oh man.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. As we progress, things will get more intense. Session 1 is under our belts. Sessions for ever else from here on out are going to really get us going.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
Thank you, guys.
And I will say, I'll say this too. We're learning how to do this correctly. So for you all who are with the Twitch stream, I know that's going to be in the TikTok. I know it's going to be the roughest for you at times, is the way I'll say it, as we navigate the best way to do this and the best way to make it easiest to edit and visually looks the best and least amount of tech issues and things like that. So we're gonna try. We as a group will talk about some things that went good, where we can improve, and hopefully every stream that you watch gets just a little bit better.